Alright, so I'm going to pick up from where I left off with the unfinished comedy. Let's rest here. I'm feeling a little tired. Should we rest now? Let's rest. Kater, what story are you going to tell me today? I've already heard a lot of stories with heroes as the main characters. Today I'll tell you a story about a little girl, then. A little girl? Can a little girl also be the main character? Of course she can. It's her own story, after all. In other stories, she might be a hero herself, or even an evil dragon. There are all kinds of roles she can play. Long, long ago, there was a little girl who lived in a giant's garden. The giant took special care of the flowers in the garden and wouldn't allow anyone to pluck even a single one of them. To keep intruders out, the giant built a towering wall around it. Because of this, the little girl living in the giant's garden had never set foot outside of it even once. The giant always told her that the world outside was a dangerous place, and that the garden was the safest place she could live in. And then what? Did the little girl listen to the giant? I bet she didn't. If she did, then the story would end there. You're right. Little girl never was one for doing what she was told. Uh-huh. As for the rest of the story, well, let's leave that for next time. Let's go looking for them. Oh, it seems we've come at a bad time. Kater's been taken by the evil sorcerer. What's everyone doing here? If I'm not mistaken, you must be Traveler in Paimon. I'll come back to your question in a moment. I consulted the records from the last 100 years, and I couldn't find any record of a caterpillar. In light of this possible mislaying of documents, we'll need your cooperation to recreate them. There's nothing pressing about the matter, if you ask me. What's the rush about? Estine, I often get the impression that you couldn't care less about restoring order to this place. I can't agree with your viewpoint. People who habitually indulge their every whim just can't see that too much freedom actually does them harm. I'll restore order to this chaos using my own methods. I'll advise you again not to stand in the way of my work. Chaos? Isn't this just another word for thinking on your feet? You know what? Forget it. Is Caterpillar your real name? Additionally, I'll need you to state your crime in as much detail as possible. The time, location, as well as the final sentence pronounced. The more details you provide, the greater the likelihood we'll have of retrieving your records. If your file was indeed lost, we can fill in a portion of your records based on your statement. I've been called Caterpillar for as long as I can remember. I think this name suits me best, and is closest thing I have to our real name. Real name, Caterpillar, confirmed to be correct. Next, state your crime. I carried out a certain task under my master's orders. I failed, but some people suffered because of it nonetheless. This was my crime. Your master? I'll need their full name. Also, when did this occur? Unlike me, he has many names. This happened a long time ago. Are you messing with me? Everything I've said is the truth. His voice sounds too low to be that of a child. I apologize. Were you looking for a more dramatic account, or for some lurid detail to ignite your imagination? As for what happened that day, I could recount it, sparing no detail, from the furnishings of that Castilian hall to the thoughts of my companion, which I venture to speculate on. But that's all just a fabrication of the mind made after the fact. We both know that's not what you're really after, for these are nothing more than stories masquerading as the truth. The real story has already turned to smoke along with that barren garden. What you want to know is a purer truth. The truth is that the culprit is where he should be. The other minutiae and trivialities are of no significance to you. They're inconsequential and thus won't shake up your order in the slightest. There's nothing here for you to trouble yourself with. Everything is as it should be. The culprit is where he should be. There's nothing here for me to trouble myself with. Everything is as it should be. Compared to the temporarily missing file, surely the misuse of the Rocholi loudspeaker is a more obvious problem. Apart from the unauthorized use, we've also received a number of complaints recently of numerous breakdowns caused by its repeated use. You're right, Estine. The guards have an even greater duty to put a stop to this sort of rule breaking. We should investigate the matter immediately. What are you waiting for, then? Let's get this show on the road. Did he just do like a hypnotizing thing? That's odd. Why did he flip at the drop of a hat? There's something fishy about this. Could it have something to do with that stuff Caterpillar said? Paimon just felt a little sleepy when she heard it. Let's just ask him directly. Sorry for the delay. About the way I said I got the coupons earlier. What did you do to him? Someone that aggressive doesn't seem like the type to take advice from anyone. Why would he give up so easily? Just a few small tricks. The culprit is where he should be is an undeniable fact. Making someone as straightforward as him certain of an undeniable fact isn't exactly hard. Like that time with Julian? That's right, just like that time with Julian. I've been here for a long time, as you know. After staying in one place for a long time, it's only natural to pick up a few handy tricks to exert some degree of influence over your environment. Almost too handy, I'd say. Changing a stubborn person's mind with just a few simple phrases almost sounds like magic. Could there even have been times where we were also influenced by magic without knowing it? Considering how pure-hearted you are, Paimon, that is a worrying thought. Would someone even realize that you're being influenced? Paimon was already a bit sleepy, but now her head is totally spinning. It's not as simple as it looks. There are always limits to the applications of tricks like these, and the results aren't always what you'd hope for. It's like with Julian. He always had a knack for art, but he lacked confidence because of his visual impairment. The certainty that he drew well was inside him to begin with. But in other cases, the concept of certainty is just too abstract, making it difficult to predict the outcome. Doesn't that just mean that Julian was colorblind, which is why he does the paintings in odd colors? Because there's like some colorblind people that can't differentiate between two colors, so he could be getting all those colors mixed up because of his colorblindness. So I did take a chance this time. I just thought that if he held us up here, it would keep delaying the plan to get Lenore out of the fortress. Besides, I doubt you wanted to be questioned by him repeatedly either. You shouldn't have taken chances like that. You're absolutely right. Back to the matter at hand. If you've changed your mind and want to back out, I understand completely. Nora might be sad for a time, though. For her, playmates are like you are hard to come by. We've already made a promise to her, so we can't just can't go back on our word now, right? Yeah, consider this our way of helping her out. Speaking of which, where is she? She went on an adventure early this morning, probably to rehearse for what's to come after she leaves this place. It's just as well. I have a few headaches to take care of soon. You can usually get a reward for helping others, including the guards. Take care of some headaches. Oh, we totally get that. Sounds like some of the Adventurer Guild's commissions. I see. Would you two join me on this next commission then? Sure. Where are we going? The abandoned projections shown in the lower levels. How do I get over there?
Surprise!
this is a dead end, isn't it? Yeah, this one's a dead end.
Surprise!
No one comes here anymore after the geode mine shaft was closed, and the devices here aren't meant for just anyone to handle. And that's exactly what happened this time. Someone tinkered with the drive valve and trapped their own companion. Anyway, let's get it to open up the passage to Supply Warehouse 1. By the way, if they offer you a drink, you'd best say no. Who's going to offer us a drink, and why won't we take it? It shouldn't be taking, it should be take it. We'll find out. You'll find out soon enough.
I'm sorry, lady.
Let's find out which one's Warehouse 1 first. Well, there's a chest here, so I'm going to do this one. Or try to anyways. This one should be able to remove this one. Oh, that one was the one we needed. Okay.
Over here. Seems Lenny is saying some strange things again. It's really worrying.
Mutli, or Matul, are you alright? I hope you weren't trapped for too long. My savior, you're finally here. Where's Koblenz? He's not with you? He told me about trapping you here and asked for my help, but he left because a guard entrapped us. I knew he wasn't reliable. He probably ran away because he felt guilty. I mean, how do you make money in business you don't take risks? He was clumsy and too cautious to boot. I mean, pure water's one thing, but even Fanta is available nowadays. If Fanta is here, how are we supposed to survive? Oh. What, you like Fanta too? It's just about alright. A customer with taste, I see. Anyway, I have to settle this with Koblenz. By the way, has he paid you? Nope. Sometimes I want to stuff him in a large bucket. That'll make him reflect on what he's done. Anyway, please take these coupons. Take them, you two, if you would. What? You want us to take all of it? Of course. Thank you, then. We can go to the Rag and Bone shop later to see if they have anything new. By the way, I'd like to apologize for dragging you into this. I have some fresh health drinks. Would you like a bottle? Fresh health drinks? Yep, healthier than pure water, in fact. I'll have a Fanta, please. Well, I have that too. Wait, do you have a problem with my health drinks? Healthy drinks? Let me tell you. That's not what Traveler meant. It's just that we had lots of drinks before coming here. Paimon bets these drinks are good. We'll make sure to try one next time. Bad timing, huh? Well, come back when you get a chance. It'll be my treat. Anyway, I must go talk to Koblenz now. I have something else to take care of, so I need to get going. Don't worry too much about the coupons. I'll put the clues I come across on the blackboard. Let's meet up later. See you later.
And now I'll make it all
280
disappear.
credit coupons.
Just kidding.
I can buy a lot of stuff with that. Mostly recipes.
Hip. So long as the audience thinks that seeing is believing, there's no limit to the number of tricks I can pull off.
Actually, I can just meet back up over here by warping. Mr. Traveler, Miss Paimon, we've fallen way behind. It's true, I've gone to ask Estina about the current situation, and this seems to be the case. Let Paimon see. Oh, looks like you got some coupons too, Caterpillar. Wait, aren't we still dead last? Even Darcy's ahead of us. He entered the competition by himself, didn't he? How can this be happening? Because he helped the guards take care of no small number of nuisances. For example, Miss Munglain often asks him for help. Paimon sees. Wait a minute, does that mean he was so nice to us that at the start because he could gain something from it? Also, won't we lose for sure if this keeps up? Ugh, if only Paimon hadn't eaten so much at the rag and bone shop earlier. No matter, all that counts is the total number of coupons collected within the time limit. Using coupons you already have doesn't affect the total count. That means you can eat even more, Miss Paimon. Lenore, our problem right now is that we're about to lose the competition. Aren't you guys the least bit worried? There's still plenty of time left before the end. We'll make it. We're going to take the lead straight from last place. Now I'm motivated. That does sound like your typical motivational story, sure, but can we really pull it off? You have to believe in yourself more, Miss Paimon. The heroes of the story are all sure of themselves. That's why they're the main characters. You're right, Lenore. You're going to win this thing. Tomorrow we divide and conquer. We'll reconvene here once we make some gains. Sound good? We'll make better time that way. Or this way, excuse me. Indeed, that sounds like a better plan. Also, if you don't mind, we can rest here just like before. Sure, Traveler. You can take a break now if you're tired. Okay, I am actually going to go to the food place and see if I buy more recipes, because I want recipes.
Surprise!
Nice. Okay. Let's start with the most expensive item on the list this time. Okay. And then I'm going to go check out what the recipe is real quick. It's a 4-star one, so let's see what it is. You know, I think I was better off not knowing what that is. I'm not sure if I like sheep's stomach. So let's head back over to here. Okay. Actually, let me see something. I want to check out the blackboard. Oh, that's all it is. How about over here? Huh. What about this? Oh, that must be the pressed flour that the girl was talking about earlier. Alright, so that's going to be it for this part of the, what was it? Unfinished comedy. And I'll see you guys later.